Our first question is, what are the biggest logistical challenges planners face with planning incentive travel trips? I think this is interesting because what if you planned a trip and then all of a sudden the location has a natural disaster? How do we work with different
Mm,
logistics like that?
love this question from the listener. And it's a great question and a valid question and something that's very real, right? So this actually happened with us. We had a program scheduled for Jamaica, and when the
Mm,
hurricane hit in November, we had to relocate to Curaçao. That's always going to be a challenge. What I would say is it's critically important to have an emergency plan in place. You need to have a backup plan. You need to have a plan in destination for any emergencies that come up. We have a very comprehensive emergency plan that we work with the destination, the resort, the local law enforcement, the obviously the customer, all the things. So really, really important to make sure that you have that in place to make sure your attendees are taken care of
hmm.
if something were to happen.
Lots of
And
moving
it does.
parts. Yeah.
A lot of moving parts.
Yeah. That's why it's so nice to have, companies like Fox World Travel to help you get through some of those things and help you think about those things.
Right. Right. Yeah, you need to leave it to the experts. And I mean, there have been many, many scenarios that I could share that, we had a whole flight that was canceled. We had to charter a plane to get back from Hawaii.
Wow.
Just you don't know and you can't plan for it. So you have to have a contingency plan in
Yeah.
place.
So nice to have those partners. Thanks so much. All right, next listener question. Does sustainability ever come up during incentive travel planning conversations? For example, are clients concerned about reducing waste or making sustainable choices during their trip?
Yeah, I love this question too. I would say coming out of COVID, sustainability was a very hot topic, and it's still important and we still hear about it, but it's not quite as prevalent as it was coming out of COVID. Now, that said, we do put in any sustainable efforts that we can, and our customers absolutely embrace that, and they come to us with ideas. We give them some recommendations, as things as easy as get a branded water jug and they can fill it up
Nice.
on property instead
Love that.
of providing bottles of water for them. And then any of the meals that they do, use the bamboo cutlery instead of the plastic cutlery. So little things like that make a big impact. So we absolutely have a lot of that. It is still top of mind. It's interesting to me that it's not as top of mind as it was coming right out of COVID, but I think coming out of COVID, people weren't traveling, so the carbon footprint went down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now we're kind of back at it. And so it's these little ones that we can still make an impact with.
I like that these are the things that we're already doing. And if you can just do that little swap to, reusable bottles or, eco-friendly cutlery or even eco-friendly event badges, which we have at PC Name Tag, shameless shout out. Yeah, just, things that you're already implementing and just doing those little upgrades can really make a difference.
Right. And get creative with it because it's fun. We had a customer that decided not to do centerpieces on the final
Mm.
dinner night. And instead, they had a note card and they said they took the money from what they would have allocated to the flowers and they donated it back to the community.
Lovely. I love that
So,
philanthropy part.
right,
So easy.
right, right. Absolutely.